taught me that I should always trust him and that he's always in my life and I want him in my life forever.
God is forgiving because I was in chapel listening to Chris and I totally realized that so many things that I was doing were just wrong, and I'm going to leave changed.
My little brother wasn't supposed to go to Hume this year because we never went to church and I was the only one who was going with my friends. And on Friday, my mom called the church and asked them if they had an extra spot. So our youth pastor called here and they did. So my little brother came last minute, and on Tuesday, he came and woke me up and told me that he was a believer too. So we both became believers on Monday, and I just think it was really cool.
God is love because he sent his son to die for me, which is insane when you think about me, a sinner, God sending his son. I don't think I could give, if I ever have a son, I don't think I could do that. God coming incarnate to the world to be tempted like I was and just go through what I had to do and die on a cross. It's insane.
I made a decision to fully accept Jesus into my life. I've accepted him, but I felt like I'm just ripping a piece of my life off and keeping it for myself. And I made a decision this week to give my life fully to God.
We are sinners, right? And we make terrible sins sometimes. And he forgives us, and we don't deserve his forgiveness sometimes. We don't deserve it. And it's just beautiful that he does. He's so merciful, like we don't deserve it. Yet he does it anyways.
It blows my mind and I can't wrap my head around it. And it's like he's just so forgiving and loving. And I don't know how that's possible because no human could ever do that, and it's just so amazing to me.
In chapel, I really learned that God is always with you. He loves you, and he knows you sin. He knows you mess up sometimes, and he forgives you because of Jesus.
There's a lot of things God has been showing me this week. And I think that if I had to state the most important one, it would be that I'm horrible and I'm wretched. And that's beautiful because I always will be. And I can never fix myself, and I've tried so hard. It doesn't work. It doesn't work, and it never will. And something beautiful came in and it fixed me. And it made me new, and it made me beautiful. And when the Lord looks down on me, he can see somebody who's perfect and clean and pure. And I may not be able to do all things. I know that now. But I do know that God can do all things, and he can do all things through me. And he can do all things through Hume. The thing about Hume, it's not the recreation, it's not even the speakers or the worship. It's what God does through that. Because little is much when God is in it. And I pray that every day I will realize that I am not perfect. That way I can realize God is.